Hey everybody, what's up? This your girl Donna M, and we are on the last 8 chapters of Honesty 2. I hope y'all have been enjoying everything so far, and I promise y'all, if y'all like the first two, y'all are really gonna enjoy these last 8 chapters. I'm telling y'all, we are about to go from 0 to 100 real quick. Before we get started, y'all know I need y'all to subscribe. I need y'all to go ahead and make sure y'all stay in those comments and make sure y'all share this story because I promise y'all, we're gonna make this one happen, all right? And I thank y'all so much again. If I didn't say thank you already, thank you. I do have a question though. I need y'all to comment and let me know, what do y'all think of the story so far? But y'all might want to listen to these last 8 chapters before you say that. Alright? Let's get started. Did that just happen? Chapter 21. Hey, Honesty, it's ready early. Send Mike. Okay. Where's that damn flip phone? Why do they have to make them so small? I just need to put it in one spot so that way I will know exactly where it is. Oh yeah, I remember. Now which one of these numbers is for Mike? Hey Mike. Yo, it's pressed and ready to go. Go pick it up. Alright. So far it's been good moving away the way we are doing it. We're only selling halves and quarters to other dealers. But I think I want to step it up. I want to be able to just sell a whole brick without having to break anything down. Of course I'll still have my bricks that we can put back together for my people on a budget. I just want to get in the habit of getting it in and moving it out quickly. I don't want to sit on dope for days anymore. It's too risky. I don't want to call W out either because that's his thing. He likes fixing dope and things like cooking crack. I'm not in a crack, but you get what I'm saying. W would be devastated if I eliminated his position. I need to see if I can do a visit over at E's dope spot. Uncle Simmy is running things over there, and I heard he runs a tight ship. I'm thinking about stepping my game up, and I need to see how things are supposed to go, and what better place to visit. We can't use W's kitchen forever. It's a lot of things that I have to think about as a boss. I can't always wait and rely on the suggestions of others. I need to start acting more like a boss and start making moves. Eli, are you ready? I can drop you off before I go run my errands for the day. Yeah, I'm coming. Let me grab my bag. I dropped Eli off at school for pre-game practice. They gave me enough time to run errands and pick up my mom so that she could be there for the game. I hope everyone else remembers the game. Eli gets kind of funky when people don't come. Hey, Mom, I need a favor. I want to go to Simi spot. For what? I want to see how things are supposed to go. I think I'm ready to move up. Damn, Annie, you just started. I know, but I have a feeling I could be really good at this. You got to be careful. You don't want to put yourself in places like these. It would help if you had people that you trust to do this. Do you know the number one rule of the game? Yeah, don't get caught. Exactly. Don't go creating any shit for them to find right now. I still need somewhere to keep it. You're right, and I can help you with that. Let me call Simi and let him know I'm coming through. And when we get there, don't say too much, okay? Okay. When we got there, I parked my Tesla in the front. I overheard one of the little kids say, "That door doesn't have handles." And the other one said, "Uh-uh, it do got handles. They came out and went back in. That's so people don't carjack you." I heard it and chuckled to myself. I also noticed two dudes on the corner looking at us. I didn't look his way, but I could feel his eyes piercing my skin. In this lifestyle, you have to notice any and everything. You never know when the next person will want to try to get street credit by robbing a drug house. Now, don't get me wrong, there was no sign hanging up that said this is the dope house, but the people in the neighborhood pretty much knew what was going on in the house. We walked down an alley to the back. I noticed all the cameras on the property. We went to the back door, and my mom went straight in. A guy looked at my mom and said, "Hey, boss lady, you look beautiful today." She smiled and said, "Thank you, Ducky." Boss lady? I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. "Hey, Simeon, I'm just coming past through for a minute." "That's cool. Everything is smooth. A little light today, but we're still working. I got some money to give you if you want it." "Sim, I don't even have my gun with me." "I got one in my office. It's a 9mm. I'll walk you outside with it to be safe." "Okay, let me show her around right quick. I'll be ready. You can go get everything together." "Okay," he said as he walked back to the room. Come on, Ani. He's so damn nosy. Okay, so pretty much, this is the dope house. This is the house where we get the bricks, break them down, and put them back together if needed. Do you usually give people a pure one? Nope. Only family. What's that in the corner? That's some chemicals. For what? In case the police come. It dissolves the heroin with no trace. We hope never to use it, but it's there if we need it. What's up with the furniture and stuff? Who'll stay here? Well, we want it to look like a house when we open the front door. Since your daddy, E got shot, Simi has been spending more time here. We usually leave a car here. We may leave a light on just to confuse people. And knock on wood, other than that time with Sprout, we've never been robbed. And no visits from the police. So far, it's been good. We try to keep it cool and peaceful. I know it's not a career most people would be proud of, but we are. No blood spilled, no dope fiends, and no police. That's how I want to be, Mom. We just got to shake that janky ass shit we got right now. I'm tired of funerals. Yeah, I don't blame you. See, we're old school, Ani. The game had rules, and most importantly, it had respect. Now it's a free for all. You have to be careful and understand what you're really getting into. This isn't a career job anymore. A career? What's funny? There's plenty of career drug dealers. What do you think people in my generation got the idea to become dealers from? Rap music? Hell no, that came later. We watched Italian mob families, and we wanted to be that. We grew up watching Godfather and Scarface. We saw the drugs, the killing, but most importantly, we saw the money. We learned about the American dream, but the street dream was money, power, and respect. See, that's the kind of game I want to run, Mom. I just want to push my little weight and chill. I got everything together, Simi said as he walked back into the room. Why do I feel like you rushing me, Simi? But okay, we can go. And Sim, we're about to go to Eli's game, so I'll pass back to get that money. Okay. As we walked back to the car, those guys were still in the corner. This time I decided to stare at him as hard as he was staring at me. I couldn't show any sign of fear. I only turned my head from him right as I got into my car. To make things appear normal, Simi placed 3 shopping bags in the back of my car. He closed the door, and I peeled off. It was getting late, so we decided to head to the stadium. I texted Keem, but he didn't respond. I guess he's mad at me. He got a fuck of a nerve to be mad at me for some shit he did, but it's cool. When we got to the game, it was just us. Buster, Mike, Keem, and Ari didn't come. T didn't come either. She sent Elijah around and Tudor. There weren't as many people as usual, but Eli still had a crowd. We all wore our green shirts with a big white number 6 on it. Eli's team won, and to top it off, he had an awesome game. He put up crazy numbers, 14 receptions, 222 yards, and 3 touchdowns. My uncles were amazed watching him play. Ryan said, this is like watching Jared all over again. If that boy keeps this up, he's going pro. But he got to eat some food, though. He's too skinny. Uncle Tudor just laughed and said, bro. We waited around after the game to take pictures with Eli. He loved that part. That's how I know in my heart he is meant to be a professional. While the other kids on the team are just ready to go home after games, he comes out like he has autographs to sign or something. That's what I love about him. He's a true athlete. As we were on the way home, something told me we had to go stop and pick up the money from Simi. I said, oh, Ma, we got to pass back by Simi. Girl, I could do that tomorrow. But what if he stayed back waiting on us? That's true. It will be fast. Come on. Ani, what's this in this bag back here? Why do you have a gun sitting on the seat? What are you talking about, Eli? I don't have a gun. It's right here. Oh, shit, put that down. Uncle Simi put that in the bag earlier. I forgot. That's not ours. When we got to the house, Simi was already outside. Mama called him a few minutes before and told him not to have us waiting. He leaned in the car and asked Eli, so what did you do tonight? 222 yards, 14 receptions, and 3 touchdowns. It should have been 4, but they called one back for holding. All right, nephew. Eli smiled. Okay, y'all, be safe. I'm about to lock up and head home myself. Mom said, yeah, because you look tired, Sam. Tell me about it. My boss got me working 2 jobs. They both laughed. I pulled off, and I slightly tapped the horn at him. As I pulled off and drove away, I noticed the car pull off as well. It was probably nothing, so I kept driving. I need to relax. I'm getting nervous for nothing. I started driving a little faster so that I could lose the car in case he was following. And for a while, I think I pulled it off. I still don't know how it happened, but right as I stopped at the red light, I felt a heavy piece of something go across my face. Give it up, bitch. My mom screaming and spooked him. He fumbled the gun and then pointed at her. Shut the fuck up, he yelled. I'm not even going to shoot y'all because I want this car, and I want that bag I saw Slim get y'all. I never drove a Tesla, so get the fuck out. You know this car got cameras, dumbass. I looked up at him and recognized his face immediately. Yeah, bitch. You were looking mad real earlier. Look at me like that now. You probably think you're a number 1 bitch. That dude has bitches in and out all day. He doesn't care about you. I know I could be thinking a million things right now, but right now I'm pissed at myself for driving with my windows open, especially after what happened to Chuck. Everything was happening so fast, but my brain was moving even faster. I realized that he thought it was just me and my mom, and I also noticed it was just two of them. All sorts of things were going through my head. I heard enough of Buster's story to see where he messed up, and I knew once that other car pulled off, we had him. He hit me with the gun again and said, "Hurry up, bitch!" At this point, I was leaking blood. My mom screamed at him, "You gonna pay for this, motherfucker." I heard something whisper, "Just get out." At that point, I didn't know if it was God or Eli, but I was growing more delirious as time went by. When I went to get up, my mom got up and got out too. As he went to yank me, he put his gun down for a second, and boom, Eli dome checked his ass. I looked down at his body, and I looked back at Eli, and I said to myself, "This just really happened?" I kicked that bitch, got back in the car, and pulled off. "Give me that gun." Chapter 22. "Give me that gun, Eli." "Huh? Give me the gun." "Why?" "I'm about to pitch that bitch into the river, that's why." "We are already close to the river. I'm gonna go throw it over." Eli said, "I'm coming." "No, I'm going by myself. In case this shit ever comes back on us, the less you know, the better. No matter what they say, I'm the shooter. You will make it out of here. We are not letting you get caught up, and that's a promise." I looked over at my mom, and she was still in a trance. Not sure if it was the robbery, seeing her son do the shooting, or watching that dude get shot that snapped her, but it got her good. "Ma, you okay?" She squeezed her eyes tight and shook her head side to side slightly and said, "I'm good." "What the fuck just happened? Did he hit me?" "No, Ma, he hit me. Do you think I need stitches?" "Let me see. Oh, let's get back to the house and get you cleaned up. I can't tell with all this damn blood. Why are you getting out the car? Where you going, Honesty?" "I'm going to throw this shit in the water," I said. "Girl, you think we letting you go in Crescent Park this time of night alone?" "Ma, with all this blood on me, you really think someone's going to mess with me?" Eli laughed. My bad for laughing, but she's right, man. She does look like she just did a vampire feeding or something. Shut up, Eli. "Okay, well, if y'all coming, come on. Y'all know it's like 200 stairs, and it's dark." Crescent Park looked empty, and I was glad. I walked over to the deck that overlooked the Mississippi River. If I'm not mistaken, I remember looking up and seeing Louisa Street Wharf right before I tossed the gun in. I wanted to make sure that the gun would never resurface again. I was super careful not to drop any blood on my way back to the car. The ride home was awkwardly quiet. I mean, what do you talk about after you just killed a man? In my head, a million things are going on, and none of them are positive. I'm thinking about his partner. He's going to know we killed this boy, so we got to get him before he starts telling the streets. And we can't go to the police because people in our line of work don't usually play the cops. They tend to use street justice. Street justice tends to get a bad name, but to us, it's a way of life. Some people call it a form of vigilantism. They say it's all about revenge and an eye for an eye, but isn't that what Batman is all about? And we love Batman. Street justice isn't always fair, but to me, it's better than the alternative. With all this going on in my head, I decided to break the silence. "Eli, you good?" "Yeah, I'm good. And thank you, bro. I owe you." "You don't owe me anything. You're my sister." I looked up at him through the mirror and just smiled. Eli then said, "So why don't we call the police?" "To be real, it's dark. He had a partner, and I was scared, Eli. I wasn't about to wait around for no cop. Sometimes the police take a long time, and to be honest, good people like us get put through more than actual criminals. I don't know where that gun came from, so it's best just to let it be." "Let it be? Like what?" "The police gonna find him with his gun and figure it was a drug deal gone bad. Another unsolved murder, right?" "So you're not scared?" "Yeah, I am. This is all new to me, Eli. I don't know how to feel." My mom jumped in on the conversation. "Call Dubby." I looked at her sideways because I know her and Dubby don't really get along. If she is saying call Dubby, it must be something serious. If she is thinking like that, I don't want Dubby involved. We need Dubby to stay on the up and up. I'm calling Tudor in the morning. When we made it to the house, the first person I called was Keem. For some reason, he still wasn't answering me. I called Ari and she answered on the first ring. "Hey, Ari, where are you?" "And Metairie, why, what's up?" "I just got robbed." "Robbed? By who?" I heard an echo, but it was only Buster repeating what Ari said. "Rob? What do you mean, Rob? What happened?" "Dude tried to carjack me. He busted me in the face with a gun." "Who?" "I don't know him. I saw him earlier that day. I think he lives around Big East Spot, but I don't know him." "Did he take your car?" "No." "Well, what did he take?" Nothing. Well, what happened to him? We left his ass there. Good. That's what you were supposed to do. You told King? No, he ain't been answering. Really? When was the last time you heard from him? A few days now. Oh, so you ain't heard. No, what happened? Why would he say it like that? This made me super hurt. What happened to Keem? Spitty died. Oh, what? Yep, the day before yesterday. He was doing good, but he got some kind of infection called MRSA. He wasn't strong enough to shake it. I'm so sorry, Buster. You okay? Nah, shit fucked up. But Keem took it harder. He feels like it could have been him. Fuck it, it could have been any of us. That's how this game goes. Shit ain't fair. So he was laying low. I think he by his mom and daddy house. He was feeling bad about that stuff with y'all, and then this happened. Dang, man, I felt bad for him. I knew it had to be something when y'all didn't come to the game. We just need to lay low for a minute. And oh yeah, we can't protect Sprout anymore. It's over for him. My daddy already put that word out. He took Leak and Smitty. Ain't no resting for him. I heard Sprout got a kite that said first Leak, now Smitty, count your days. He took that shit to the warden and got an immediate transfer. I don't know what jail he'll be in, but he better be careful. A kite? Yeah, it's like the way you pass messages in jail. They write notes and stuff. So look, Annie, tomorrow, me and Ari gonna come pick you up. I want you to show me where that dude hang out. I want to figure out who he is and what's up with his partner. We need to see what he knows. And we got to get rid of that car. Why? Just listen to me. When we done, we can scoop Keem up. Okay, thanks, Buster. Good night, y'all. The next day, I drove my mom's car to the east so that I could go visit my uncle. Hey, TD, open up, this me, Annie. Okay, I'm coming. Hey, Annie, what happened to your face? I got pistol whipped. Pistol whipped? By who? Dude tried to rob and carjack me. I ain't giving it up, so he bust me in my face. My auntie started screaming for Tuda. Tuda! Come see this. What happened? Who did this to you? Some dude. Say a name. I don't know. There were two, but one got away. And what happened to the one that didn't get away? Eli shot him. Eli? Yeah, all this happened when we were coming home after the game. I need you to show me the other one. I don't know him. You better remember because he would try to get rep off killing you. Don't drive that car anymore. I'm not. Because he may not know your face, but ain't too many young black chicks driving a Tesla. They'll be looking for you. My old man cousin wants me to take him around there. He wants the dude dead too. Okay, we gotta move fast. These little young dudes run their mouths. He gonna tell a whole hood if we wait too long. Let me take that car back to Texas. I can get you some money for it. I don't care, Unc. You can have that car. I don't want the attention anymore. You want me to come with you to find that dude? If you want. You know what? I'll probably stick out like a sore thumb. I'll stay home. Call me when y'all ready to ride. Okay, Uncle Tudor. What you about to cook, Teddy? Pancakes. Oh, that's my favorite. I'm gonna wait for something before I go. And go in my room and find a hat or something to put on. Hide that face, child. Okay, Teddy. When I got to Metairie, Buster and Ari were dressed and ready to go. They jumped in the car and told me to park my mom's car. Let's go get Keem. When we pulled up, I got out the car so that I could meet him at the door. Even though he was the one who hurt me, I couldn't stand to see him hurt or even hear about him being hurt for that matter. When he walked out, I met him at the door and hugged him. He hugged me back so tight, we just embraced for what felt like forever. When he went to kiss me, he pulled back like he felt something was wrong. I had the hat on, so my scars may have gone unnoticed. What happened? A man pistol whipped me last night after the game. What? Fuck. It's okay, Keem. No, it's not. I should have been there. It's okay. We're about to go look for the other one right now. Other one? It was two? What happened to the first one? He probably made the news. The other one is probably still in the hood. He grabbed my hand and we walked back to the car. What's up, y'all? Buster looked at me and said, okay, so where we going? Go around Big E spot. It was around the corner from there. Around the corner? Yeah, and a few blocks down. Sim got to know who that was. My mom already asked. Simmy doesn't really know them. Big E is the one that know everybody. Buster said, you know the gambling shack is around the corner. Our cousin hang there. Let me go see if he is there today. When we pulled up, a few guys were coming out. Seems like I heard him say something about a dice game ending. One of the dudes yelled out, what's up, Buster? What's up, Greg? Bubby in there? Yeah, he's about to finish up a game. Tell him I'm out here? All right. About 10 minutes later, Bubby came outside counting money while walking up to the car. What's good, y'all? That's fucked up what happened with Smitty. Make sure y'all let me know about the shirts and stuff. Yeah, we will. Say, cuz, who got killed last night that be around here? Oh, you talking about T-Roy. You know, Troy the Jack boy. He been doing that shit. He was overdue. Y'all know who killed him? Not a little dude who was with him named Lonnie. I don't really mess with him like that. They ain't welcome in here. What Lonnie be? He stays in the 13 somewhere, but he just lurks mostly. You know who his brother is? Steve. Steve? Yeah, Steve. That be with Diddy? Oh, okay, okay. I know exactly who you talking about. Say less. We pulled off, and we all knew what had to happen next. We didn't know how it would happen, but we knew it had to be done. He got me good. Chapter 23. Honesty? Yeah. Honesty. I'm mad at you. I'm hot right now. What's wrong, Uncle W? You mean to tell me someone put a gun in your face and you ain't tell me about it? Unc, I didn't want to put you in that. Put me in that? Girl, that's not your choice. You can't choose what I'm exposed to. The game is the game. You can't pick and choose what parts happen. Please don't do that to me no more, okay? I don't appreciate that for real. I'm your uncle too. How you think I feel when your mama was telling me you calling Tudor instead of me? I'm sorry, Uncle. I didn't mean any harm by it. I'm just saying, niece. I ran the same street Tudor ran. We did the same things. So what happened to the dude? We left him there, Unc. And what about his gun? We left it. Didn't he draw blood from you? Yeah. Well, you should have took that gun. See, that's why you gotta call me, niece. I'm trying to keep shit from coming back on you. We thought they would see the gun and just chalk it up as a drug deal gone bad. Baby, you gotta stop thoughting. But anyway, y'all good? Y'all need me? I think we're good. Actually, Buster and Keen will handle it. Good, that's right. Show no weakness at all. The minute you let anyone slip, everyone will start trying y'all. But other than that, everything is going good with the packages. And thank you for letting me be a part of this. Your mama told me you're looking for a spot too. Did she tell you we still have our daddy spot? You know we still have it. Oh, really? Yeah, I'll talk to her about it, and maybe we could get things turned over to you. We got a bunch of properties that we really need to start doing something with. If we play our cards right, we can make money just with real estate. W, you trying to retire on me? He laughed. Not yet, niece. Not yet. Kim called me and said, get dressed. I'm going to pick you up to go car shopping. Car shopping? But my face. Girl, that's battle scars. I'm on my way. When I got in the car, he asked, which car do you want? I don't know, Kim. I want something nice and nothing we have to drive too far to get. Okay. A Audi? Nah, Raina had that. Infinity? Nah, I had one before my Tesla. How about BMW? Yeah, we could try that. When we pulled up to the BMW dealership, Keem went in and told me to stay in the car. He said he wanted to check with the finance manager to make sure everything would be okay with the cash purchase. I know it seems easy, but you can't just drive 30 or 40 racks on a car. I mean, you can, but the dealership will report you to the IRS. Keem is going to find out the numbers so he knows exactly what to do. In our case, it's a little different. Since I'm an influencer and make a decent amount of money, I decided to turn my name into an LLC and open a business. My business account shows positive income each month, and at the end of the year, I pay taxes. He will most likely buy the car in cash using my LLC. When the government is alerted about the cash purchase, they won't violate us because our money is legit. About 30 minutes later, Keem comes out to get me and says, you want a Coke or something? The salesman is almost finished with the last couple. Get out. As I get up to round the corner, I see this beautiful all black on black X5 with a beautiful red bow at the top. I see about 5 people with cameras recording me, so at this point, I realize I've been set up. Keem had everything planned. I'm sitting in the car thinking of a master plan. Meanwhile, he's in here tying a bow on the perfect car. Wow, this is nice. I heard a random lady with the camera say, get in and look in the console. As I got in the car, there was music already playing on the radio. Keem likes to listen to music from the 90s, so I figured he was messing with the radio. I hear the lady scream again, check the center console. I say out loud, the center console? Keem says yes. And the seats massage too. Ooh, really? As I look back toward the console, I notice a small navy blue box and a cup holder. I squinted my eyes in confusion and proceeded to pick it up. Oh my God, does that say the Diamond Jeweler? I turn back to Keem and he is on one knee. Will you marry me, honesty, love? I grabbed him and hugged him tightly and said, you got me good. He replied, yes, I did. But will you marry me? Yes. So kiss me. All of the ladies were jumping around and saying congratulations. The whole time I was wondering why they were all recording. It turns out 2 were recording. One was on live on the gram, one live on YouTube, one was on FaceTime with my mom, and one on FaceTime with Ari and Buster. I can't believe he got me that good. He had me so good. I didn't even get a chance to see how beautiful the ring was. But when I looked, it was everything a girl could dream of. Big and shiny. He definitely knew my style. The sides were a twisted band with a cushioned halo and a rounded diamond. I was truly in love with him and the ring. I couldn't wait to show the world. This day couldn't get any better. A brand new car, a beautiful ring, and a man of my dreams were all mine. Things were starting to turn around for us, and I could tell. We also broke records on the live today. We had so many views and comments on the stream. Once you start getting a lot of comments and engagement, YouTube pays you more to interact with the audience. The audience can also donate money to you during your streaming sessions. I noticed the comment section was off the chain, but I had no clue why. I assumed it was all people saying congratulations, but I was clearly naive. I get a text from Beatty saying, "Don't worry about it, Annie. I'ma fuck that bitch up." Okay, so now I'm confused. I hit her back with the question marks. She called me back within seconds. "You ain't see that bitch Mimi on there? She better hope she's pregnant for real, cause if not, I'ma beat that ass." Pregnant? For who? Girl, she all in your live comments talk about she pregnant for Keem. And that's why people donating. She commented and said, while he on here buying her a car, y'all need to be sending him money to take care of this baby. And then the money started rolling in. Are you fucking serious? I'm so embarrassed. Where is he at? Girl, he's in the other car. I'm driving a new one. He doesn't know. Oh, he probably knows now. I'm sure someone called him. Fuck that. I'm about to call him. I'm gonna hit you back. Keem. Why, Keem? Babe, she is lying. I'm gonna beat that hoe up. She is lying. You can't believe every little thing? Keem, it's not that I believe her. It's the fact that you can't keep these bitches in check. You got this bitch feeling confident enough to embarrass me publicly. You know how many views? You know how many screen records? How many blogs will see that? And who would look like the dummy? Me, Keem. Me. Babe, I'm sorry. That girl is not pregnant for me. I promise. I don't even know what to do or say at this point, Keem. You got me looking like a dummy. You gotta fix this one. I will, he said. I will. Every app gotta go. Chapter 24. So much was going on that I was quite overwhelmed. I honestly didn't know if I was coming or going. In just 1 month, I had literally been to hell and back. I still had nightmares of Sprout and Raina. My only love cheated on me and possibly had a baby on the way. I found out my daddy wasn't the man I thought he was. I was pistol whipped as my baby brother murdered someone, and all of this while I managed a mini drug empire. I was in way too deep. Even if I wanted to back out, I couldn't. Times like these are when the real bosses are made. I try to remind myself of this every day. Sometimes we see the fancy cars, the shoes, the houses, and the money, and we're blinded. We totally ignore the bad side, the blood, the violence, prison, and the disloyalty. I guess we think that the good will outweigh the bad, but it rarely does. Many of us will enter the game, but all of us won't finish. It's scary, but it's the price we pay to play the game. It's the consequences of the game. There are rules to the streets. I used to like this baseball movie where the coach used to tell the girls on the team, "There's no crying in baseball." Every day that I wake up, I have to remind myself of the same shit. Ain't no crying in this shit. We take this shit to the chin and we move on. And when we move, we better make sure we move smarter than the last time. If you aren't evolving or getting better, you are dying. And I ain't dying. My goal is to make it all the way to the end. And if that means every op gotta go, then so be it. As I'm sitting here having this pep talk to myself, I get a call. I look down and see it's Keem. "I know you wanted to get your hands dirty. Come outside. Leave your phone upstairs, though. We're in a blue car in front of the pizza spot." I put on a hoodie and went through the back stairs. The camera doesn't work, so I made sure to go that way. When I got to the car, it was Busta and Keem dressed in all black. "What's up?" So I saw Steve on his story trying to trade guns. At first, I passed it, but I noticed that boy Lonnie was in the back, so I went to thinking. "Oh, yeah?" "Yeah, so I figure we could arrange a trade and then just do what we gotta do. He's on live trying to trade a gun. He kind of playing himself, and the police ain't gonna know where to start," Buster said. Keem said, "So you wanna come?" "No, I think I'll sit this one out, but I'm glad to know what's going on. So y'all will DM him? Yeah, but we're gonna hit him in an hour later, like we never showed up, in case they check messages. You could do their voice messages too. Those messages will disappear. Okay, well, that's good to hear. Y'all want some pizza? I could go grab y'all some before you go. Yeah, in fact, order some. That could be the alibi. Good thinking, King. Oh shit, my phone inside. I have to go in and order. I'll be back. About 20 minutes later, I came back with 2 pizzas for them and 2 for me and my brother. I made sure to tell the people for here, and I later changed it to go. I wanted the receipt to say dining in. Remember, this is chess, not checkers. Here are the pizzas. Make sure y'all call me tomorrow. Okay, see you later. By the time I took my shower and ate my pizza, I saw my neighbor app alert. Possible gunshots. I didn't click on it. I had a feeling in my gut. I already knew what happened. The messages kept coming through. Blue car. Looks like 2 people with masks leaving the scene. Looks like 2 or 3 people deceased in the car. Oh my God. For a minute, I had to think. Maybe this is something different. Who is the third person? Buster only told me about Lonnie and his brother in the car. I was kind of getting nervous, but I couldn't let it bother me. I popped 2 melatonin pills and called it a night. The next day I woke up and Keem was in the bed with me. I was kind of confused. Where did he come from? I guess the pills had me sleepy because I didn't even feel him getting to bed. I got up and got myself together as I usually would. That gave Keem a few more minutes of sleep before he had to tell me the story about last night. Keem, wake up. He opened one eye and barely moved. Get up, boy, I need details, as I aggressively shook him. It took him a minute to get himself together, but he finally started talking. Okay, so boom. Buster DM Steve like, what's up with the trade? I got a nice 40 on me. Steve hit back and was like, pull up on us. You know where we be at? So Buster hit him back and was like, say, bro, something came up. I will hit you a little later so we can meet up. Oh, Lord. So he got scared? I said, no, the rest is coming. Be patient. So since we knew the location, we decided to go with the move. We knew that guards were going to be off, and we were right. When we pulled up, we jumped out and went to work. They were in the car smoking weed. Not one of them had a gun ready to shoot. That was their fault. You should never get caught lacking when you're in the streets. After we sprayed the cars with bullets, we decided to peep in. The one in the back door tried to run till the door was partially open and the interior lights were illuminated. Lonnie caught the most of it because he was on the driver's side. When we looked in the car, we realized it was 3 in there instead of 2. So who were the 3? Lonnie, Steve, and Diddy. Diddy too? Yup. That's good. That's a 3-hitter quitter. That should be a record or something. Keem laughed and said, nah, 4 dudes got popped a few years back, but it ain't all the way good. We didn't want to hit Diddy. But y'all was beefing with Diddy though. He killed Leaky, so why you upset? Yeah, he did, and you're right. We wanted him, but we're not really ready for the smoke that might come if anyone ever finds out it was us. It's just me, Buster, and Mike being muscle. That's not enough for Diddy. He come from a big family, and all of them about that trigger play. Damn, that's not what I wanted to hear. Y'all told Mike? Not yet. We can go right over there later. Let's go pick up Buster, and we can all go. I think Ari by him anyway. Shit, like I really needed another problem on my hands. Let me go check this nosy ass app and make sure no one saw anything important. I'm not too worried about the blue car. It was a hottie anyway. Eli, chapter 25. Eli, I'm so happy to see you. How have things been since our last session? The room remained silent. Eli, what's wrong? You look very distant, and you seem quite contrary today. What's the matter with you? Nothing. Oh, I've seen nothing, and this is definitely not nothing. I need you to talk to me. I can see it all in your eyes that you have something you want to say. Eli, you can trust me. Nothing is wrong with me. Well, I know that your cousin was murdered. Is that why you're behaving like this? A tear rolled down my eyes, and I shook my head. No. Then what is it, baby? I don't like to see you like this. How's your dad? Oh, he good. And your mother, brothers and sisters? Everybody good. I saw you had an awesome game the other day. I'm very proud of you. I smiled, but the sadness was just too much to bear. The tears just started flowing. I remember putting my head down so that I could disguise my tears. Next thing you know, Miss Alicia came sit next to me and she rubbed my back. It's like she pressed a button because at that point I couldn't stop the tears from coming down my face. She let me cry for almost 30 minutes before she uttered another word to me. The silence was super loud. I could literally hear myself thinking. I didn't want to talk to her about the things that were happening, but I wanted to tell someone. Holding it in would be detrimental to my mental health. But how could I tell anyone about the things I knew? Eli, after the last session, you have stayed on my mind. I think you are a wonderful kid, and it hurts me to my heart to think that you feel neglected. I know your family loves you. It's just sometimes people don't know how to show love. It's just unfortunate because a small misunderstanding can ruin so much. At my other school, I talk to kids all the time that feel like you do. They think they are alone in this world, and they believe that no one loves them. It's true sometimes. Yeah, it is, but not in your case. How you figure that? I know your family loves you, Eli. I go to games and I see the shirts with the 6 on it. Your family is usually the biggest. I smiled and said, yeah, you're right. But that's because it's football. They want me to be like my daddy. It doesn't matter, Eli. It's you who they're sitting in the stands for. Rain, cold weather, or whatever, they are there. That's major. You know, I have kids who wish their parents would come to just one of their games. I've been to games where I'm one of 5 in the stands. Some kids really don't have anyone. You may not want to hear it, but you are blessed and highly favored. I don't know what was going on with me today, but I started crying again. I can't believe I'm being so selfish. I was so busy with myself and my problems that I didn't stop to think about what others were going through. Eli, those same students I tell you about have nothing. They're the same ones out there stealing, robbing, and killing people. I feel bad that I can't save them, but you are different, Eli. If you stay focused, you can make it out. You are different. I'm not different. I'm just like them. No, you are nothing like them. I am. I'm a menace to society. Don't say that, Eli. I didn't tell you that story for you to feel like that. I told you that story so that you can see your blessings. I wiped my eyes and stood up. The timer was about to go off, so I figured I'd just beat it to the punch. I'm just like them, Miss E. I did something really bad that I can't take back. I didn't want to, but I knew as a man, I had to. I had to protect my family. He had to go. I turned my head and I walked away. Eli, come back. Eli! I'm good, Miss E. You have a blessed week. I'm just like the rest of them. I walked off with no intention of elaborating. It felt like a 50-pound brick was released off my back. Snake Moves, Chapter 26. Hey, Ari, we're outside. In the new whip? Yay, I finally get to ride in a Beamer. Let me get Buster. I know we coming in like 2 minutes. Buster and Ari got in the car and we headed to Beatty and Mike's house. Ari, what's been up with school? I just did my last final of the day. I should be okay. Thanks again for that money, Ani. Oh, that's no problem. We all grind together and we will all win together. When we made it to Mike, Beatty was already outside smoking. Why you outside smoking, girl? Mind your business, Buster. My old man doesn't like smoke in the house. It gives him a headache. Oh, my bad, B. Come on, y'all. Let's go inside. When we made it in the door, we got straight to the business. Buster couldn't wait to tell Mike the story. Why y'all ain't come get me? That was light work, Mike. That one was too easy. They were predictable, and it makes it easier when they're always loaded. They were like sitting ducks. Yep, easy kill, Keem said. I didn't want to be behind the death of 3 people, but I had no choice. It was them or me, and you know it ain't gonna be me. So what's good with the money? How you think we doing? Ari, since you're good with Matt, we get you to become the accountant and make sure the money stays in the black? That's no problem. I guess I can handle payroll too. We don't want no black money, Ani. We only want blue or green, Buster said. Oh, in the black means a profit. Okay, let me stay in my lane right quick, he said while laughing. Yep, you could be the money manager, Ari. I'll pay you. That way, if that school ever tries to pull that scholarship bullshit again, you'll be able to handle it. Thank you, Ani. What about me? Beatty said. I'm still thinking about that, Beatty. You are very valuable. We have to be smart with how we use you. I already told you. I'm down for whatever. Okay, so y'all, I wanted to share this with y'all. I've been sitting on it for a little minute, but I think we ready. Ready for what, Mike? Okay, so I know a dude who got heroin for the low. I figured we could fuck with it just to see. I don't know, Mike. I don't think we should be messing with too many people right now. We have a good product and a good system. Why mess it up? We're not messing it up. We're just trying different things. You talk to Dubby? I think we could try to handle this one without Dubby. Let's see if we know what we're doing. Buster said, I don't know, bruh. Cheaper ain't always worth it. Bro, nobody in this city could beat their prices. Who is this? A dude named Ben. He not from here, but his people are, so he show love. Yeah, if he isn't from here, I don't trust that. Yeah, I heard he get his dope from that white boy Sergio, and everybody knows Sergio got that good dope. Let's just try it. So you would cut it too? Yeah, I learned to do everything. Do you think Sim will let us use the spot? I'll call him. I'm asking because I already got it. What? Yeah, I knew y'all was gonna say yeah, so I just went with the move. I thought that was kind of a snake like, but I didn't say anything. I made a mental note and kept it moving, as a boss should. I just text Sim. He won't be there today. I have the door code. We can go there now if y'all want. Okay, I'm gonna go pick up my uncle's shirts and I'll meet y'all there. Why you bringing shirts? Because we would need a tester. Shirt's been shooting dope for years. He knows good dope from the bad stuff. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll see y'all there. When we got in the car, Buster was the first to say it. I don't like that shit. Huh? I don't like that shit Mike doing. How is he trying to make deals without us? That's some janky ass shit. Yeah, I'm not feeling that shit either. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. Ari jumped in. I was thinking the same thing, King. Something about the situation ain't sitting right with me. When we got to Simi spot, we went in through the back door and we made ourselves at home. We walked around looking and touching on things like a group of kids on a field trip. The cameras, the chemicals, and all the drug supplies were really like toys to us. Mike and Beatty got there like 30 minutes after us. His Uncle Shirts was also tagging along. I didn't see him at first, but I noticed him on the camera getting out the car. I wasn't sure what was going on, but he was moving rather slowly. As they walked up, Buster greeted them. What's up, Shirts? Give me $2. I was about to ask you for $2, nephew. I know, that's why I asked you first. Everyone bust out laughing. So what y'all need me to test? I got a few bags ready if you want to try one of these. How are they already made, Mike? They are samples, Buster. Chill. Okay, y'all got everything I need to test? Yeah, a spoon, water, and a lighter, right? Yeah, but I need some cotton. Cotton? Yeah, I need that too. Just give me a cigarette. I can get it out of there. Vita reached over and gave Shirts the short she had stuck in her cigarette box. Here, Shirts, take this one. Okay, thank you. Are y'all gonna just stand there and watch me? I don't like the pressure. Turn the other way or something. Do y'all mind if I do 20 cc's? Nah, do you, Unc? You helping us. Just do your thing. He prepared everything like a scientist getting ready for an experiment. Within minutes, he was going in. At first, everything was going fine. But after that, something happened that I can never unsee. His head went limp and went back. His eyes literally started rolling around in his head. While this was going on, his mouth began to foam. I screamed, What's wrong? He about to OD. Beatty screamed for us to go get some ice. We gotta put him in some cold water. You gotta shock his body back. If not, he will die. I'm about to call Dubby. Dubby, it's a lot I had to explain, but to make a long story short, we got a dude in here, and I think he just OD'd. Where y'all at? By Simi. Is he there? No, it's just us. A dude named Shirts. He Mike uncle. Man, look, listen to me good. Get that dude out of there ASAP. If the police catch him in that house, that's a charge. Get his ass the fuck out. And what will we do with him? I don't know. Go put him under the bridge or something. It really doesn't matter. Just get him out of that house. Big E doesn't need any more smoke. He got enough going on. Back that truck in the driveway and put that dude in there. Take that needle and the baggie too. Thank you, Uncle. No problem. Get that shit done soon as it gets dark. Once that body gets stiff, you won't be able to do much. Dubby says we gotta get him out of here. Huh? What you mean? Just what I said. He has to go. Suppose the police find him in here. We're gonna go to jail. I'm going back my car up. Y'all could get him in a trunk. Man, you're not putting my uncle in no trunk. Keem said, well, you better figure out how you getting him out, because he ain't standing here, and that's word. So do you want to help or not? And where are we going with him? Anywhere but here. Oh my God, that was a major fail. Buster, chapter 27. Buster, are you busy? Hey, Daddy, I'm so glad you called. You are just the person I want to talk to. Yeah, we've been on lockdown for a minute, but we got a new phone. Do you need any money in your account or anything? You good? No, I don't need anything. I'm good. When the pot is on lockdown, they put us all on a little spending restrictions. I hate it, but it keeps me from spending all my money on dumb shit. What's been going on in the streets? To be real, Daddy, you are right. I don't want this life. I just want to rap. You have to have money to rap, son. Have you been saving? Not like I should. Well, you have to think about that. How are you going to pay bills? But I'm confused. It sounds like you want me in the street. No, son. I just want you to be able to take care of yourself. A man has to provide for his family. You have a son and a baby mama. I know. It's just that this shit is getting cold. Too much is happening. And at the rate it's going, things will only get worse. Other than the money, I don't see any good coming from it. What you mean by cold? I mean that you have to be heartless. You have to do things to people that I'm not really feeling. Pulling on car doors is one thing. Putting a gun on someone to scare them is another thing. But pulling that trigger is something totally different. You can't ever unsee somebody dying. Daddy, I did a lot. I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. I had to handle my business. Then what's the issue? Ain't no issue, I guess. What I'm trying to say is, I don't want to hurt any more people. I did some shit the other day that kind of fucked me up. Oh yeah? What happened? I caught up with the dude that hit Leaky. How did that happen? Come to find out, his people pistol whipped Kim girl, and some crazy shit went down. And we had to handle the situation. But that one sounded like it was needed. Son, some of these dudes are just getting that karma. You can't feel bad for everyone. Do you think he cared that you had to bury your brother? No, and that's another thing. I'm losing too many people. I'm scared that if I'm not careful, I'm going to be next. And to be real, I'm kind of scared of who I'm becoming. Mike might kind of pull a snake-ass move on us. I love that dude, but daddy, part of me is telling me he got to go. And if I kick him out, I already know what's going to happen after that. That would be worse than beefing with Sprout. Mike knows my every move. I'm kind of getting it to the point where I can't trust no one but my pistol. Well, that's your first problem. Stop letting these little dudes get so close. And no, you can't trust anyone. Not in this game. Daddy, we grew up together. Me, him, Smitty, Sprout, Leaky, Keem. We all we had at one point. We like brothers. We slept on pallets on the floor. All in one room. I lost one brother. I'm beefing with one. I can't do this no more. I want out. I feel that, and you're right. I'm down for whatever you want to do. I told you, I'm coming home soon. Long as I'm living and breathing, you good forever. I know, Daddy. I just don't know how to tell Keem and them. I don't want to let them down either. You always looked out for Keem, but right now, this decision is probably best for the both of you. I know y'all making money and having fun, but the game is too dangerous. Yeah, it is. I'll probably give it a few more weeks, and I'm done with it. I told you, I'm here no matter what. Son, let me hit you later. This dude just came to get the phone. Text this number if an emergency comes up, or just call Emily. I love you. I love you too, Pops. I don't know what I would do without my daddy. He's always been my voice of reason throughout it all. I feel good getting things off my chest, but I couldn't bring myself to tell him that I was scared. I could hear him now. Ain't no place for fear. I don't want him to see me as weak, but I'm scared. If I tell him I think someone is following me, he's going to lose it. I can't have him on the inside stressing over me. I got to do what I got to do to stay alive. After I got off the phone with my daddy, I decided to go to a party on the 17th. I don't know why I went, especially after everything that happened. But my baby mama's brother Toe had a DJ, and I told her I would be there. When I got there, I immediately noticed there was a nice-sized crowd. A few faces I recognized and a few faces that are familiar. I'm a well-known guy, so lots of people dapped me off as I walked to the porch. One face I noticed was one of my cousins that I hadn't seen in years. We called him Cheese. By the way he hollered my name and hugged me, I could tell he was happy to see me. What's up, Buster Bus? I just got home a few days ago. Oh yeah, I think Auntie told me you was short. Happy to see you, cuz. Yeah, I'm home. That's fucked up what happened with your brother. You know if I was home, that would have been dealt with. Yeah, cuz, now we good. That's been handled. Okay, for sure. Well, whatever you need, I got you, little cousin. All right, Cheese. Let me go holler at Toy and my baby moms. You be cool. As I walked off, I noticed a white car pull up with a few dudes in it. They pulled up and sat on the hood of the car and listened to the music like it was nothing. You don't usually see three black dudes driving a Subaru, so I figured it was a hottie. Not to most, that wouldn't be an issue. But with my lifestyle, I gotta analyze everything. I noticed the DJ was an old cat named Thaddeus. He's a friend of my dad, so I decided to go holler at him. Is that my favorite DJ? I yelled. You could barely hear me over the music, but I know he heard me because he smiled and showed his mouth full of gold teeth. What's up, Neff? Good to see you. Same here, Unc. Run that hot sizzle for me. $5. I laughed and said, yeah, I got you when I get paid. He nodded back, laughed, and said, it's up next. I walked inside to go talk to my baby mama for a quick second, but something told me to look back. As I turned to close the door, I noticed one of the guys in the Subaru had gotten off of the hood. I scanned the crowd and noticed that he was doing the same thing I was doing, looking around. But who he looking for? He's looking in the same direction I was, so I assumed he looking for me. I wasn't sure if it was my guilt or my sharp eye for the streets, but once my third eye is activated, it don't close. I called Keem to see where he was, but he didn't answer. I texted Mike and the same thing. No response. Man, fuck! I'm at this party with no gun. You don't survive in the streets this long without having intuition and the ability to think on your feet. I went out the side door and made my way to Cheese. Say, cuz, you got a gun on you? You already know. Can I use it? What's wrong? I think them dudes looking for me. Well, over there, by that black car. I could give you the Nina. I got the FN in my homeboy car. You want me to roll with you? Yeah, I could bring you home. Cheese and I walked to the side of the house so that he can hand me the gun without anyone noticing. I walked back inside, kissed my baby, and told Nate I would see her later. She gave me a look like, why you leaving? I told her, look, before you get mad, it looked like beef, and I ain't prepared. And you know I don't want no gangster shit around my son, so I'm about to go. Be careful, Hassan. I am. When I got out of the door, I stood on the step and motioned to let Cheese know I was ready. Cheese walked over and said, I think you're right, cousin. They're looking for you. I'll kill him right now if you want. Nah, I can't have that over here. My son inside. Let's just go. I'm ready for this year to be over. Chapter 28. Honesty? Yes, Uncle Dubby. I need you to come over here, ASAP. Okay, Unc. Give me a minute. When I got there, my uncle was waiting at the door. So what happened yesterday? What the fuck was that, Annie? Unc, none of us was down with that shit. We let Mike make that call, and it turned out bad, just like we all thought. Man, you got to start listening to that voice inside. Yes, I see that now. Hindsight is always 2020. Your intuition is 2022, but you have to listen. What happened when you first heard Mike talk about his idea? I thought it was snake-like. And I didn't do anything. I just took a mental note and moved on. You can't do that, niece. No time for notes. Everything is a test. If you are feeling funny about something, don't ever be afraid to say no. You are the boss for a reason. That little dude a snake. That little feeling is your intuition. It's the reason I'm still alive in a chair, not dead in the ground. Dude was really gonna dump on me, but because I listened and ran back upstairs, he couldn't get me like he wanted me. 1 yard could be the reason you win or lose a football game, and 1 second could be the reason you lose your life. It may be one, but it's still important. I ain't know, Dubby. Nothing to know. He is showing you. He is making decisions behind your back. He knows the plan is to come to me so I can get it together. He brought the idea to me and I shot that shit down. That shit sounded too good to be true. I knew his snake ass would still do it. And look at what happened. That man sure's been shooting dope for 40 years and now he dead. All because his nephew wanted to be greedy. It was scary. Watching him foam up, it was frightening. I really wasn't expecting that. Yeah, and that house is for your mama. So if anything had gone down, she would be arrested. Y'all got to be smarter than that. Don't let them junkies in your spot like that. They see they're dope, they know it's free, and they lose their mind. And now that they're putting that fentanyl in that shit, it's killing people. The shit is sad, for real. I know you don't want to hear it, but Mike might gotta go. Can we give him one more chance? I wouldn't, but that's on you. I already told you, show no weakness. I just think he was trying to help us make more money. I don't think he was trying to do anything wrong. You have eyes and you still don't see honesty. Don't be that girl. I see, Uncle. I just see something in him that you don't. Okay, I will roll with you. If you really believe he's solid, then I'm behind you. I really do. His girl's solid too. Oh yeah, and speaking of my girl, I got some bad news for you. I got word that Black Rob wasn't alone in that car. Apparently someone else was in there. They didn't go public for safety reasons. The person got hit, but not bad. I'm trying to see who that person is and what they are saying, but let's just hope they don't talk. I just put my head in my hand. This can't be happening. I instantly got a major headache. Please, Lord, don't let me pass out right now. I don't have time for the hospital. Uncle W, I have to go. This is too much. Okay, don't trip. I think we good. Okay, I'm out. It felt like I was walking a green mile as I walked to my car. It's almost like I have this conversation with myself every day. Why am I doing this? This life isn't for me. The only thing that could possibly make me feel better at this point was my music. I turn on my R&B playlist when I get in my feelings. Giveon was up first. I sang Heartbreak Anniversary to the top of my lungs. With everything going on, I completely forgot that Keem possibly had a baby on the way. So now I was back to dwelling on that. How could he do this to me? I was supposed to be the mother of his child, and this was taken from me. This is so unfair. How could you lose everything for someone you claim is nothing? At this point, I was waiting for December to be over. Maybe the new year will bring us some new blessings. There's no proof, but there's something about a new year that brings in the expectations of a fresh start, and no one needed a fresh start more than me. On the ride home, I started to feel a little weird. I can't quite explain it because it's a feeling I never felt before. As much as I didn't want to, I had to call Keem. Keem, something isn't right. I'm not feeling well. Have you been taking your medicine? Yeah. Where are you? I can come and meet you. I left my Uncle W house. I'm close to the condo now. Okay, well, I'll be there in a minute. I'm coming. I'm going to take you to the hospital. Yes, please, Keem. I've been having stomach pains the last few days, and now I feel nauseous all of a sudden. I'm coming, he said with urgency. Keem got to me in less than 20 minutes. I may be mad at him, but I must say he always comes when I call him. I guess now I see why so many women stay with their cheating spouses. It's sometimes hard to accept that the person you love is a dog that will never get it right. But sometimes the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. When I walked into the ER, the lady at the desk looked like she was almost expecting me. Not sure if it was my anxiety or not, but I'm pretty sure she called me by name before I even signed in. After I got triaged, it wasn't long before I got sent to the back. Due to my history, I'm in the system under high risk, which means I'm prioritized at the ER. That was good for me because I really didn't want to spend hours in the waiting room. Welcome back, Miss Love. I'm Nurse Quetta. I'm the charge nurse on duty. What brings you in today? I'm feeling horrible, almost like before, but this time I'm nauseous and I have sharp pains in my stomach. So no more episodes since your last visit? No. Okay, well, that's good to hear. Let's check your vitals and draw some blood to see what's going on. After that, I'll have the doctor come in and talk to you. I said, okay, that's fine. As she walked out of the room, the other nurse came in and started drawing my blood right away. I looked over at Keem and he looked back at me and smiled. He moved his lips to say, I love you. I hope everything is okay, baby. I just think you're overwhelmed. So much is going on and it's a lot to handle. And for real, I want to apologize for it all. That's my fault. I promise I'm going to fix everything. I really need you in my life. Thank you, Keem. I love you too. About an hour later, the doctor walked in and said, Miss Love, I have good news and bad news. Which one do you want first? Give me the bad news. Well, the bad news is that it seems as if you may have a mild kidney infection. We need to get you started on some antibiotics before it gets any worse. The nausea and the abdominal pain could be from that. Okay, well, that's not too bad. And the good news? For the good news, it looks like you're pregnant. I'm guessing about 3 to 4 months. Congratulations. Keem jumped up like the Saints scored a touchdown. He ran over to kiss me, and I was still stuck. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy, but I just think my current situation is no place for a baby. I don't even know how to feel. Pregnant? Me? My mom is going to kill me, I thought to myself. After another 30 minutes or so, I was ready to be discharged. Excuse me, ma'am. Where can I get this parking validated? Oh, my machine is down. Go back to the emergency room when you checked in and next time validated for you. As Keem and I changed directions ahead to the ER, we heard sirens in the background. I probably heard sirens most of the time I was there, but for some reason this time it was different. As we were walking down the hallway, we heard the chatter of the medical staff. Trauma alert! We got a shooting victim. Soon, it was pure chaos. Nurses were running all over the place. Keem and I stopped walking because we didn't want to get in the way. We were so close to the action that we saw when the ambulance opened up the back door to get the gurney out. When the doors opened, we saw what looked like a man with a sheet over him, and he was covered with blood. He was kind of far from us, so we couldn't make out his face, but we knew he was hit up pretty badly. We overheard the EMT tell the nurse, he coded once, but we have a pulse. Do we have identification? No, but he was with someone that's following behind. Keem and I hadn't moved since the doors opened. We were mesmerized by how the hospital operated like a well-oiled machine. It was chaotic, but in its own little organized way. While we were still deeply entrenched in the first guy, we hear more sirens, and we see another ambulance pull up. I look at Keem, and he looks at me like he's watching a movie. When the second ambulance opened up, we see another gurney full of blood. Oh my God, I thought to myself, what happened? Hearing about multiple shooting victims is almost normal to us here in this city, but actually seeing a result, it hits a little different. As we stood yet in the same spot, we heard a commotion coming from the ER lobby. Where my cousin? Where he at? It was so loud that we both turned that way to see what was going on. The security gathered around him and tried to escort him to the back. That kind of looked like my cousin Cheese. But that ain't him. He been locked up for a minute, Keem said. Excuse me, can I help y'all with something? Oh, no, ma'am. I just need this parking validated so that we could go. As I was talking, I noticed she looked down at my wrist and noticed I had my hospital bracelet still on. I can help you. Give me your ticket, she said. She walked back over and handed us a validated ticket. Thank you, I said. My pleasure. You can exit that way. The next thing I saw completely blew my mind. As we were headed through the ER waiting room, I noticed people getting up and running. Keem and I both looked up and stared at each other. He grabbed my hand and pulled me toward the drink machines. I saw two men walk inside, one with a gun as big as his leg. I have no clue he was looking for, but I can bet it had something to do with one of those guys in the ambulance. Get down. Once they pass, we getting out of here, Keem said. After the guys went the other way, we made a fast dash for the doors. We didn't want to get caught up in anything. The minute we stepped outside the door to take a quick breather, Keem's phone started ringing. He grabbed his phone and looked at it. Why the fuck Nate calling me? I ain't got time for her right now. He put the phone back in his pocket and we continued to run to the car. When we got to the car, it almost felt like a weight was lifted off of our chests. Oh my goodness, that was scary, babe. I know, he said. When we pulled off and started driving, the car's Bluetooth connected to the phone. The text popped up on the screen that literally made my heart skip several beats. All I remember was seeing the name Nay and the message read, I think Buster dead. Woo! All right, y'all. So that's the end of Honesty Part 2. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I want y'all to leave the comments. Let me know what y'all think about it, what y'all thought about it or whatever. I want y'all to follow me so that y'all could keep up with the release of Part 3. The comments really help y'all. And again, I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe.